let's make a korma. Grab your ingredients and we'll begin prep. So now that you've got your ingredients ready, let's prepare them. So we're going to start with the chicken, and what I want you to do is get a few pieces of boneless chicken thigh, and we're going to cut off some of the fat. So to do this, it's very simple. All you've got to do is get a sharp knife, and you want to score the chicken. Hold 3 fingers to hold it still and steady. Score the chicken and then push away the fat. What we're going to be doing is chopping the chicken into 1-inch cubes, and they're transferred into the bowl. Next up, the onions. So what we're going to do is grab 1 onion. You're using 2 for this dish. Cut off both ends, as so. Push down, score 1 edge with your knife and peel back. Now that your onions are peeled, we're going to thinly slice these. So cut your onion in half, 3-finger rule again, same as the chicken, and we just want to slice. Once you have finished, simply transfer onto your plates, as so. And don't worry if these aren't broken up just yet completely, because we will be breaking them up once they get into the pot. Now you've done your onions, let's crack on with the garlic and ginger. I'm not going to use anything like a tool here to peel this off. I like to bend and squish the garlic, and eventually just peel the garlic off. And then when it comes to your ginger, again, grab a small knife, and we're going to just shave this edge and cut away from you, just like that. So, crusher, mince that down, 1, 2, and just cut that garlic off. For the ginger, just get it, grater, and mind your fingers as you do this. Now you set aside your garlic and ginger, you want to get 1 spice sachet from your Korma spice box, open it and put half on one plate and half on another plate. So I'll show you what that looks like now. 1 will be for the marinade and 1 will be for the sauce. So now we've done the prep, the first thing that I want you to do is marinate the chicken. So you're going to grab your 500 grams of boneless chicken thigh, chuck that into your plate. We're going to add 100 grams of plain yogurt, throw that in. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon of salt, as so, 1 plate of spices, and just mix that all around. Now that that's coated, take your glove off, pop that in the bin, and set this aside. So now that your chicken is marinated, we're going to start with the sauce. So grab a big pan, turn the heat up high, and what I want you to do is get some vegetable oil and a tablespoon, and put in 2 to 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And we're going to let that heat up. So we're going to chuck in all of our onions slowly, and get your spoon and begin to break them apart. Now the goal here is to make the onions nice and soft, and that should take about 10 minutes. In our garlic and ginger. So just throw that in. I'm going to turn the heat down slightly to a medium heat and let the onions saute. Make sure you keep stirring the onions, and this is the colour that you're going for. A nice light brown. So bring the second half of the Korma spice sachet over and just slowly and gently throw that in. Now slowly mix in your spices to your onions and keep that heat low. Now that that has been roasting for a good minute, what I want you to do next is grab your tin of tomatoes and just gently, slowly pour that in. Set that aside, and again, slowly mix this in. Before we let this simmer for about 7 to 8 minutes, your 40 grams of cashews, chuck those in as well. And just gently mix them in. Let's turn the heat down slightly. Leave that to simmer for about 7 minutes. So after that has been simmering for about 7 minutes on the stove, What you're going to do is transfer the contents of your sauce to a mixing bowl, grab a blender, and we're going to blend this for about 5 minutes to make sure that all of the contents are nice and smooth. So now that that has been blended, what you're going to do is grab a little spoon and then taste it. Make sure you can't taste any crunch of the onions, no crunch of the cashews, and you're ready to go. So now that you have blended your mixture, leave that in the mixing bowl and return back to the pan you were using. We want to turn the heat back on to a medium to high heat and grab our marinated chicken and slowly place this aside. Now, we want to make sure this chicken is getting evenly cooked, so spread this all across the pan. So, you can see a lot of the juices are flowing out of the chicken, which is exactly what we want. We don't want to burn that lovely chicken water juice out of the pan. So when you know this is happening to your chicken, you know you're on the right level heat. So give that a nice stir. Our chicken is nearly there. Keep giving that a good stir. Now to check your chicken is cooked, grab a big piece of chicken like that. I'm going to cut it open and I'll show you. Check the insides of your chicken piece. If it's white like this, then you know that it's cooked through. Bring over your blended sauce and we're going to slowly pour this in. Just like that. And now this sauce is so delicious. You know, make sure that you've got every last bit. And gently, I like to use the back of the spoon, blend this all together. Mix it all in. We're gonna let this simmer together for a few minutes. So, once that has been simmering for a few minutes, open that lid away from you to not get steam in your face. Make sure that you grab your coconut milk and cream, and we're going to gently pour this in. And this is going to give an added layer of richness. And again, we're going to slowly mix this, ensuring we're not going to get any splashes on our clothes. Make sure that that cream and coconut milk is completely blended in. And what we're going to do after that is let this simmer together to let the meat and sauce infuse for about 5 to 7 minutes. Just like that. And turn that heat down to a low heat. So now that has been simmering for about 5 to 7 minutes, transfer it into a serving bowl. Bring over. We're going to finish this off with some cream. Not too much. Just like that. Pop that to the side and then garnish with some fresh coriander. An absolute essential for this meal. And there you have it.